Everybody, 31 flavors a turn coming up. Um, let's get right to it. So as you can see here, Ginger's back and she's ready to kill more heathens. Lost a candle, which I don't really care about. Misty Forest. So Raga came in the magic phase with their god, Cooking with Ice. You see here how he's geared out, so it's the same gear. He's um, kind of phoning it in a bit. But in any case, he's got a bunch of attacks and some fire resist gear that doesn't really do anything to me. Puts up Iron Skin, so that takes away the shock resistance from the Thunder Whip. We're attacking him with lightning. Let's see. He's trying to cast resist magic, and he is able to get it off. We put up the mist because we're scripted for a hero battle. Here's this guy intended to just run up and fuck with them. Here's this guy, similar sort of deal. So they run up. He tries to cast Temper Armor. It looks like he is doing that. Fire Shield, but not so much. He gets hit with the Death Poison. So that is in effect. He goes and kicks all of my dudes. But that did interrupt his Temper Armor, so he's just going to be sitting on 30 protection. Cataphracts come in. And that's the end of his script. So he only got those two spells off, Iron Skin and Resist Magic. Resist Magic makes sense because he was probably fearing getting Soul Slain. But in case, the Cataphracts, they hit decently hard and sometimes they roll well, and he does not have regen. So if we go ahead and speed this up, he's surrounded by Cataphracts, and every so often he's getting struck by lightning. We can look at the effect of that. Let's see. Oh man, 27 damage from this Sword of Swiftness. Yeah, we're trying to do Repel on him. His defense skill is down to 9, so the Cataphracts that are not slimed are definitely able to get to work on him. But it hurts, but we end up grinding him down. There he is at 6 HP, and you will soon see him dead. There he goes. So that went well. We lost our two counter thugs, but as you can see from the top of this message, you got all of our equipment back. Lost some Cataphracts that are quite replaceable. It's a decent amount of gold investment, but to take out a super combatant god, I will take it. Found a magic site, Wolf Oak. Sure. Then we walked into this province here. I'm not actually sure how I took so many losses. Oh, this guy, he grabbed the axe of the Berserker off of... These guys grabbed the axes of the Berserker off of my dead counter thugs and ran in and got themselves killed. Be careful with looting axes of the Berserker during the magic phase, I guess. So I lost 2 sages that way. Rip. I have since reallocated those axes of the Berserker, so now they are on my Dryad here, who's just hiding and holding on to shit. I'm gonna go ahead and storm this castle, as you can see. Agartha moving out and causing trouble. This is a surprisingly boring battle. So Gartha is still geared out in Destruction Zero stuff. But I guess eventually he's just going to kill enough of the Kalians that the rest will run away. Yeah, they have shit morale, so that makes sense. Raga pushes out, which makes sense. Like they had to try sometime. But that does mean that I am going to get this fort and actually keep it. And then with no god to stop me, the plan will be to basically... let's go ahead and recruit an indie commander here. Get some crossbowmen, because why not? But this guy can pick up these horses that were left behind. Anyway, we can grab this fort and then just head south to Raga itself and finally get our second capital. Raga put up a solid fight, but I mean, it's not over yet. I can't count my chickens. This merc suicided itself. Rip. This was a barbarian PD, which it's good for us to know that there's a decent amount of barbarians there. Midgard got their revenge on this throne here. They had previously sacrificed like 30 bands to it. But this time they will not be denied. Thunderstrike, Final Rest. We go ahead and look at the Van Herses here. I guess, yeah, they're all just doing Final Rest off script. And then, what's this guy? Cool. Here's their bless, in case you do not recall. It is quite a bless, especially for late age, but he's basically going on all in on the Van Herses, and they're a good unit to go all in on. And so that settles that. Man fought Rotterdam, or Rotterdam. This is kind of a ragtag group here, but they're just fighting against a ragtag group of defenders. So some basic crossbowmen here. Gem the Kamazats. Kind of curious decision to let their gem squire actually be involved in combat, because a bad arrow means that he loses all his gems. But that decision did not end up biting him. Although it would be kind of funny for me to... I don't have Evocation 6 yet, or else I'd consider it. To basically just fire off random mind hunts at this place, just because if I can take out like a decent stash of gems without any repercussions, why not? But didn't do that. Free stuff, love it. Lost a harpy. This looks like a force for patrolling blood hunting, which makes sense. And we have this ghoul father here, who is going to make me some fire resistance gear I desperately needed. Actually, that's the thing. Let's have you go here and drop off all of my counter-thug gear that I just don't need. So if I go ahead and... I don't actually know if this stacks the way I want it to. Yeah, let's just give this to you. You should be able to keep it safe. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and sneak out of there and drop all that shit off in the lab. And the other thing that's happening is getting a squad of Centaur Sages over here, with the goal being to have them join up for the conquest of Raga itself, which we're 2 turns away from getting Evocation 5. When they hide behind the walls, we will drop a bunch of rocks on them. Alright. At some point I should probably grab this throne, but I'm in no rush to do so. Maybe Midgard will beat me to it, but in that case I'll just kill them. Then there's this throne that I have surrounded, but this one is a much tougher nut to crack. So I definitely want Raga dead before I even consider that one. Alright, I think that covers it for this turn. So I'll see you on turn 32.